Make this happen, Sit Man.
The content cop, I never mentioned CPS. Well, let's see, you called him inbred, referring to Hassan calling Israelis that. You crazy made him, saying that he's on drugs and that he needs help, for being mad at false CPS calls, siding with everyone who supported it when it was cool. But now that the narrative is shifted, she's gonna blame her husband and everyone else. I wasn't a part of it. She's such a vampire. I've noticed Ethan and Gila vehemently defend each other when they're getting attacked online. Meanwhile, Ian stays silent as Anissa throws him under the bus. Really great relation.
Yes, you're the one driving him fucking berserk, not me. I don't need Nick's permission, and I don't need his support.
Will you denounce Tommy C live on the air?
Tommy C?
You idiot!
Obviously, can't engage with the question. I didn't ask about his age. I asked, will you
How
denounce
about you
him?
ask me about something Tommy C said specifically, motherfucker, instead of just, will you denounce this person as a whole?
Yes, will you denounce his existence on the platform?
Okay, no.
So I got the Chud Circle picking up. This is fantastic. I know they're desperately wanting Nick to wait. It's just too funny. We'll actually back them one day, but then he can't do it. He can't do it. So they think they got.
This is such projection. I've never, you know what? Nick probably vented to Tommy in private that he felt like Chud was snaking him.
Why?
Tommy jumped the gun.
Why would Nick do that? Why would Nick do that? I thought that's all bullshit. But I'll let you go on.
Probably vented to Tommy in private that he felt like Chud was snaking him. Tommy jumped the gun doing the Chud coverage, and he was expecting Nick to come in and back him. Nick never came in and backed him, and at some point, Tommy literally had to say he lost.
He didn't back you either. Well, I can tell you that's categorically untrue. I did tell Nick what I was going to do, but I didn't tell him when or where. I think the only response that he had was, you really want to go over with technicals and Chud? And I said, yeah, why not? And he's like, okay, no problem. Everybody's seen my content. It's like all the important people that have done this. So
that is quite literally what happened with you. What are you talking about? It's like total projection.
Projection from what? Something over on. So here's the thing. These guys are unbelievably frustrated that Nick hasn't weighed in. In fact, I can tell you that my DMs with Nick and conversations with have had less than, I'm talking maybe 2% tops to do with anything with Chud, and usually in passing. I decided to do this. I didn't ask his permission, and I don't need him to weigh in. You guys do. Now, Nick did say something to me. Like he said something to the effect in passing. Yeah, everybody kind of wants me to weigh in, and I laughed, and I was like, I wonder who that is. Because here's the thing: you guys are driving him berserk. How do I know that? You did it in public, stupid. Did you forget? Why is it, despite being proven to be a verifiable liar, which of course never happened, who's completely exposed himself as a snake and someone unwilling to handle criticism and confrontation, large members of the commentary community continue to stand by Tommy C. Very disheartening. Very, very disheartening. Yes, you're the one driving him fucking berserk, not me. I don't need Nick's permission, and I don't need his support. Because here's the thing. Aiden, everybody saw the Chud change his story, 4 different times, one of which with your help on the Bobax thing. Everybody knows that I'm not making a defense of Bobax, that it's about Chud's word, right? Everybody knows that you're a fucking snake that contacted me, and when I said no to you, you blasted it all over the internet. And then when I pointed that out, it's like, well, I had to tell you because you're so sensitive. Well, obviously you don't know a thing about me, because if you were sincere, maybe I would have considered it. Probably not. But you did that because you were being a little Weasley snake. Everybody knows you're a snake. Everybody knows you're shifty as fuck. All right? Got that? I mean, all these guys, you, Queeman, it's too fucking funny. You guys do this all the time. Nobody is buying your bullshit outside the circle. Nobody. I'm not getting support. Are you? Do you need Nick's support? I don't. No, nobody needs Nick's support. Nobody. And I just want you to show. Here's my narrative. These guys, including Aiden, are looking for the tide ship on Ethan Clyde so they can stab Nick in the back. Chud already made his play. Every time he brings up Ethan, he gets mollywopped. That's what's going on. Queeman and all them lay the table. They set the table, and then Chud comes in and gives him his, nod. And that's exactly what they're trying to do with Nick. They're trying to get Nick to come out and say that I've done something wrong, I've lied or anything out. But it's going to be a little tough because I didn't. Chud changed the story on Bobax. And the Turkey Tom stuff. Everybody's seen that too. Everybody knows how dishonest he was. Chud exposed himself completely, 100% completely, when he actually went over my criticism of him. Everybody's seen it. So I don't really need him, and I've never asked him for anything. That's the truth. Swear on my kids. I don't need him to. I got you running back and forth, up and down, freaking out, waiting for my show, waiting for my stuff, what I'm going to say. And it's making it a little difficult to set the table. It's making it a little more difficult for Chud to help you out. So let's take a look at the people that these guys want to support. It's a bit hyperbolic, I believe it. But, I mean, think about it. If Ethan Klein's so bad and these people are so good, then you support these people.
Ethan Klein has managed to make enemies with the most incompetent people on the internet. Creator Clash is fully canceled. Creator Clash's most viral fighter, Dad, who got Joe Rogan to talk about the event.
Young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. Like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
Is now struggling to pay rent.
It sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. Keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
Anissa's been trying to downplay every mistake they've made while burying herself even farther. She wrote that her and Ian knew that Creator Clash was failing before the content cop even went live. But when Dad raised concerns about ticket sales, iDubbbz lied to him.
Because I counted physically by my hand, I had like this whole image. I counted literally every seat in the arena. It took me a couple hours to see what was selling. And then Ian was like, oh, don't look at that. That's inaccurate because Ticketmaster does tricky things. And then I'll actually show you what tickets sold.
After the event was canceled, her Discord was getting more details than the actual fighters were.
Why would you do something that could hurt at all the event? Especially when you know it is failing. And my complaint about that is, why did we never find out that it was already failing? If you knew it was already failing, why didn't you tell us before you made that video? And why didn't you say, hey guys, the event's failing, we should probably just cancel it, and now we're going to put this video out so it doesn't matter. Like, why wasn't that told to us? Then maybe all of us marketing people, all YouTubers who are basically marketing people, we've marketed ourselves forever, maybe we could have helped this situation and blasted videos out
See, guys, see where getting Hassan gets you? It turns you into a lolcow, like in the Eastern iDubbbz.
There was no saving Creator Clash.
No.
Not even if they were making
But I just want to
videos.
notice, like, look what happens whenever you get in bed with these people. Whenever you throw yourself into the arms of Hassan.
Minecrafters could have gone bonkers, and we could have saved the event instead of burying it deeper. So I don't like that excuse, but I do think it was failing before.
Hold on a second. Simman, Aiden was begging J-Stock on stream for Augie to cut ties with Diorio? Are you kidding? So I'm right. Is that true, Sim? Like, oh, we don't know that verified. There is a word that he was even trying to reach out to Willie Mac. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'd love to see it. Yeah, you better get that clip. Simman has come on here and said wild stuff before.
Has been silent, but you know Anissa can't keep her mouth shut. She's like the event was doing bad regardless of the content cop. A combo of many things contributed. Lack of promotion, influencer boxing being less popular, the economy. Bro, you branded yourself as the boxing promoter for these events. You guys chose not to promote the event until you decided to side with people who encouraged false CPS calls. Dad's explaining how he found out the content cop was,
you know, you're the victims of of Ethan's lawsuit.
on Creator Clash's biggest supporter during a camping trip.
On this camping trip is where Ian tells me, hey, I'm doing another content cop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, yeah, it's on Ethan. And I was like, Ethan Klein? And he said, yeah, it's on Ethan Klein. And I thought, oh.
Look at you going in there. You're just like, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You never pointed out one lie I told. Not one. I'm not the one begging Nick. I didn't jump the gun. You did. You jumped the gun. You jumped the gun. Maybe you should grow and get more viewers, and you can change and be the change you want to see in the world. There you go.
No, why would you do that? Then Ian tells me, before Creator Clash 3 is about to happen, oh, I'm putting out a hit piece on Ethan Klein. And I'm thinking, oh my God, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to cause trouble? Because now I'm thinking, this is gonna ruin Creator Clash 3 and I'm gonna get screwed again.
One of the things Anissa and Ian assured everyone of was them stepping away was to protect the fighters and the event.
We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I mean, I can. I just didn't want to. Please, for the love of God, support this event. You know, I feel like in some ways I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap, and so I can fight. Well, that's a bad analogy. You guys get it.
Him referring to the event as...
That's another thing. I jumped the gun. I'm not fucking doing gay ops with Nick. That's something a shifty person would do. I just told him what I was going to do. That's it.
The bear trap makes it sound like he was just trying to get out of it with the content cop. Anissa was bragging, we're not financially tied to the event anymore. You have no power over us. But when the content cop dropped, Dad was like, why are Ian and Anissa advocating for attacking this family? They're screwing everyone working on Creator Clash.
He puts the thing out and he screws every single person. He screws Real Good Touring, all the business professionals who are making this event with him.
Man,
he screws
not just the creators.
Me. He screws every other boxer. Everyone was screwed from Ian's dumb video because he couldn't wait 2 months. At some point after the content cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me and says, all this
disagreeing with you, Aiden, isn't lying.
Crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him because it sounded insane. So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left a comment to try and say something positive. I also said I was bummed about the content cop video and confused on how to move forward.
And can you guess who decided to call Dad and interrogate him over this? Anissa.
The next day, Anissa texts me a screen grab of my donation and she says, is this real? Anissa took that as I was supporting her enemy that she has chosen, by the way. Ethan and H3 are not my enemy. So then Anissa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she's like, oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old. This is childhood, high school garbage. What the heck are you doing? He tells me, this really hurts us that you would say this. Because in the donation, I said, this is really confusing for all of us. I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said, I'm confused why you're ruining the event? What are you talking about? It hurts you more that you put your video out, not me being upset about it. Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused. What the heck are you talking about?
Dad is saying how multiple
That's what happens when you kiss San's ass. Nothing but good things.
creators had problems with the content.
What's that?
I genuinely feel bad for Nathan Barnett, Dad, the guy that was just on there.
Which means the heads of Creator Clash were just blowing smoke up Harley's ass, saying he was the only one who wasn't cool with the thing.
They did a temperature check on my team. They called my team and they were like, how do you guys doing? How do you feel about everything? And, you know, they spoke to my guy and he was like,
yeah, Aiden hasn't stopped crashing out since he got cooked by the man with her. Yeah, he crashes out every day. Now he does it alone stream. He comes over here, wherever he wants to go. It's pretty funny. Kick Aiden.
That good. It's not that cool of a thing. And then they hit me up and I was like, well, how does everyone else feel about it? And they were like, everyone loves it. Everyone's fine. Everyone's great. your team's a little wonky about it, but everyone's good.
Well, if Anissa didn't like Dad's comment, I wonder how she's taking Dad's YouTube video. Turns out she's decided to just throw Ian under the bus. Hi, Ethan. The whole point is you are accusing me of things that my husband or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote.
That's so funny. She throws him right under the bus. It's so great.
This comment. What is my ultimate sin aside from being married to the man who made
that's fine. I've got money on that.
That is.
I've got money on them getting divorced. I hope that the poly thing is not true.
Well, he's pretty weak though. He might be one of these guys that just puts up with this shit. It's kind of. I was his age when I got divorced.
He's weak, but I don't. But I think she's not. I think that she'll be the one to initiate.
Well, she's strong.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that she starts
time out Aiden. No, don't time out Aiden. Let him fucking have a fit. It's hysterical. It gets recorded. And why don't you, hey Simon, why don't you get me the clip before you start writing that shit? Give me the clip. I'll play the clip of him begging Jay Stalker. Did you make that shit up? Here, I'll put it on screen for you, Sim Man. Make this happen, Sim Man.
The content cop, I never mentioned CPS. Well, let's see, you called him inbred, referring to Hassan calling Israelis that. You crazy made him, saying that he's on drugs and that he needs help, for being mad at false CPS calls, siding with everyone who supported it when it was cool. But now that the narrative is shifted, she's gonna blame her husband and everyone else. I wasn't a part of it. She's such a vampire. I've noticed Ethan and Gila vehemently defend each other when they're getting attacked online. Meanwhile, Ian stays silent as Anissa throws him under the bus. Really great relationship you two got there. Ethan even states, Ian at least knows to shut up, but you're the only fool who continually engages with me. So obviously I'm talking to you and not Ian. And Nisa replies, what a pathetic list. This is justification for eternal harassment? Privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat? That's not at all what he said. Ethan gave her a whole list of reasons and she couldn't engage with one thing. When they stepped away from Creator Clash, I think we were supposed to go, oh wow, look how generous Ian and Nisa are for giving away their 34% profit share to the fighters. But she stated that they knew this event was going to flop. But it's easy to give up 34% profit share when the event's destined to make nothing. I know their plan was to blame Ethan and Hila for the whole thing failing.
Don't worry, Hila. I'm not gonna blame you guys for anything.
Yeah, this didn't work, did it? I remember when this came out. I just like he's delusional.
In Creator Clash related,
Yeah,
34%. They were going to take 34% of the ticket sales for this whole thing.
It was always for profit.
know you're terrified of taking accountability.
They wanted to take money and seem like fucking heroes. That's what they wanted to do. Now they're apparently, I saw this video from Barry. They're living in Anissa's mother's basement.
Yeah, they're homeless.
Knucklehead, like, oh, homeless. Jesus. You know,
they're not really homeless. They're living in their basement.
When they start doing smack and shit and then sucking dick for fucking food or something, then
so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
No, actually they did the right thing and blamed you for it. They left the fighters out high and dry, putting some of them in horrible financial situations with no security blanket to fall back on. It's why it's important to plan for the worst and why this video is sponsored by Aura.
Me, I don't care about that. Bankruptcy. What is this bullshit?
That brings us to our next person on Ethan's hit list. Casey.
All right, another person that they're dying to support. Chud can't wait to bless. They need Nick's blessing. They need Chud's blessing. Otherwise, they just melt down and freak out.
Ethan announced that he was suing Casey Tron Denims and Frogan for marketing their reaction videos as market replacements.
People have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
I love that J-Stock and freaking Queeman are watching this and like, they have no case. One guy has to fly out to get pussy. The other guy lives with his parents. And with no degree, nothing.
We're gonna watch it live, yes.
We're relying on you to
imagine being a good Jewish boy like Queen and all your brothers and sisters like doctors and lawyers and shit. Fucking you imagine sending Aiden all the way to fucking California and stealing your money. Stop stealing your parents' money, Aiden. You know you're gonna fucking tank this through YouTube. You're going to tank your fucking college shit. Guaranteed.
stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Is that a lie too?
I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
Denims is on camera saying Ethan Klein's trying to destroy fair use because fair use is when you steal now, apparently.
Ethan Klein is now suing me. That's right, guys. That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it.
But if you look at the Ethan vs. Matt Haas case, the judge leaves a footnote clarifying. Some reaction videos, like the KLEIN's video, intersperse short segments of another's work with criticisms and commentary, while others are more akin to a group viewing session without commentary. The court is not ruling here that all reaction videos constitute as fair use. Venom's literally...
Did Jay Suck and I didn't get that? I mean, because that might be considered when the judge makes a decision.
just described her video as a watch party.
If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching.
No case.
It, you know, come enjoy the watch party.
Look, I don't know if they have a case or not, but I would like, those two jackasses are running around saying they have no case.
All of these people are getting up and leaving during the live stream or the video. Casey Tron's just smoking, stating their intent to replace the original work. Denims was on stream just 2 months earlier.
I can't wait to Denims and Chud Logic get back together, or the pot smokers start doing stuff with Chud. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Ethan to sue her.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me. Because he knows he'll lose.
The lawsuit gets announced, and her immediate response is to say it's fine because Ethan's rich and it's okay to steal from rich people.
If you check your bank account and like,
he's gonna get a 4.0 GPA. How dare you?
Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50. You might look at
You'll
that.
blow
and
it.
Like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that, and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can.
You don't think he's that stupid? He's gearing up. He's gearing up, Vincent. I think the people he's hoping to set the table are too stupid to fucking do it correctly. That I'd agree with.
Correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much. All right. I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, you have change for a $10 bill, I just need to pay the meter, and she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now, but gotta pay the meter, and you keep the 50, see how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing.
I don't think that's gonna mean a fucking thing in your intellectual property copyright case.
From someone who does need it.
I mean, it does. Well, even Ethan stuff, he puts the stuff like that they're anti-Semitic. It's not going to matter. In their
well, you see, Your Honor, he's rich, so I'm allowed to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
Girl, you're being sued. It's in the title of the video you're watching. We are talking about legality, and you're admitting to theft. God, she's so stupid. Denims is so stupid, she links the video she's being sued for at the end of her video.
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the content nuke. And if you'd like to watch it...
I've literally hit hockey pucks smarter than her.
Here you go. I'll post it in chat right now. Share. Copy to clipboard. It's right here.
I think I share a similar view with Ethan when it comes to
Bet that'll be in court.
Content. As long as the creator is trying to add something and do their own thing, I'm all for it. The beauty of social media is us interacting with each other. But these creators have such a blatant disregard for their peers' content. She starts the stream playing other people's videos, usually says nothing, sometimes laughs.
He was like, oh no, we're not alleging election fraud.
Where are you, Sim Man? You're in your mouth. I'm calling you out.
What are you doing here? Why are you at the court?
We're not alleging election fraud. We're, checks notes, having fun. Just getting together with the boys to have fun.
Okay, these people are liars and scoundrels and cretins. Trump sued.
Aiden's my favorite lolcow. Dude's an IQ of infected mushroom. Actually, Aiden's quite smart. He's just nuts and insecure.
And that's on a good day. Sometimes when the video ends, she says nothing, just clicks to the next video.
That this was the way to do it. All those Chinese truck drivers moving stuff around America. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.
Hey guys, first of all, we got a brand new camera angle.
I see her mouse moving. She's sitting at the computer. Why doesn't she just start her stream? She's just sitting there stealing YouTube videos. I'm siding with Ethan on this because people have been complaining for years about Twitch streamers stealing content, and they're so confident that nobody will do anything about it. They're just stating it out in the open. Yes, I'm stealing this. Give me money instead.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video,
no case.
subscribe,
case.
throw a prime. If you like the content.
You know what the funny thing about this? If this was Fox Media, NBC, HBO, none of these guys would be saying anything. They'd be saying, you're fucked. Here's the thing. HBO has just as much right to their content and protecting it, litigating it if somebody takes it, than Ethan Klein does. There's not a different standard for YouTubers.
If you enjoyed your time here.
And here's the thing.
There's no way this is going to court.
You don't think so?
I
I think what he's going to do is
they don't have the money.
He's going to make them tap out in exchange for.
That's what I think.
In exchange for dropping it, they're going to have to make a public statement. They're going to have to say they stole it, and that's it.
Oh, I think it's going to be a lot worse than that.
I mean, he does have.
I think generational debt. I still think generational debt is on the table.
Well, that depends on just how nutty he is, and he's pretty nutty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I still think that's on the table, but I think that for the most part, it's going to be. They have to apologize. They have to do certain things, but I think he wants a lot more out of this than what any of us really think.
Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't shock me. I'm not going to argue with you. You know, I tell you something. I wouldn't want to be under stress of a lawsuit that much. That would drive me berserk.
Okay, buddy.
Because if you ever been in one, it's absolutely wonderful.
There's this really funny pattern when it comes to these people. When the lawsuits were first announced, they start off really confident. They're making fun of Ethan and Gila. Ethan KK Klein is going to sue me for smoking too much weed. He's trying to take away my ability to purchase medically necessary marijuana products. Donate
That's what he's doing, yeah.
to my weed fund. I tuned into Casey's stream after these lawsuits were announced.
I'm really, you know what? I almost hope these guys succeed. I want to see how they suck off Ethan Klein. If they do a better job, not Ethan Klein, Hassan. If they do a better job than these people.
And she's just.
I mean, Hassan must be sitting back, as smart as he is, going, Jesus fucking Christ.
Playing movies, no commentary.
Put up your deuce, let's get down to it.
She's playing full segments of reality TV shows while not being there at all.
And so it is. So it is.
Just straight up Family Guy is playing.
Door! I know! Sheesh kabibbles.
Then when she finally gets on stream, she's like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
So this is so fucked up, what's happening to me. This is so fucked up.
Oh, you're not so tough anymore.
Please donate. Like, there's some real fucked up shit happening to me right now that I do not deserve.
Bitch, how has this not happened sooner? You're lucky Fox isn't suing your ass.
Yeah.
She's calling them ugly as she's hacking up pot loogies.
Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife.
Jesus Christ. She's calling people ugly? I mean, I know she was reasonably good looking at one time, but Jesus. It's like
This
me
is
saying,
who's
it's
calling
like,
you
it's like
ugly.
me, Brad. That's like me saying Brad Pitt's ugly, for Christ's sake.
I was out getting weed in Taco Bell. I haven't even
It's a good thing I can't get Taco Bell anymore.
ate my fucking Taco Bell.
Teddy. She's making fun of Ethan for being on Ozempic as she's stuffing her hole with Taco Bell.
They're gonna be mad that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside. I've lost some weight. I have. I've lost like 20 pounds now. So, and I'm
She's stuffing her face. Oh, that's
doing it the non-easy way.
I think if Casey Tron left her comments at this, it would be fine. But then she goes on to say she doesn't.
She's a real good poster child for legal marijuana too. She's just stuffing her face and saying, "I need it."
Only imagine how bad her house must smell, or wherever she's living.
Everybody I know that smokes inside their house is disgusting.
Acting to the video because she was too high. YouTube lawyers are laughing at her.
Oh my god.
Even like cigarettes, smoking cigarettes inside is like the worst too.
I don't remember reacting to that. Did I react to that? I don't recall. Like, I don't know. I think that he probably just took some other video that I was reacting to of Real Housewives or something. And that's why I'm smoking the weed, because I don't think I ever.
Tommy, you ate a whole pizza on stream. Yeah, I did eat a whole people. I didn't call somebody ugly once. I didn't criticize somebody's ugly wife. Not once. Yes, I'm a fat pig. There's no doubt about it.
Or reacted to that. Like, I don't remember it. Maybe it just wasn't memorable. I know like Ethan doesn't know much about like having to work all the time because he only has to clock in for like 4 hours a day or something. But like at that time I had been live for 3 months.
No, you clock in 4 hours. Doesn't he have a
Ethan have a job before YouTube?
Does he have a company?
He had to have, right? He's old. He's way older than that. He had to have had a job before YouTube.
What's this?
Standing in the cabal by throwing that invitation.
Oh, what is this?
Out there.
Will you denounce Tommy C live on the air?
Tommy C. Tommy C.
Fuck you, idiot! Can't engage with the question. I didn't ask about his age. I asked, will you
How
denounce
about you
him?
ask me about something Tommy C said specifically, motherfucker, instead of just will you denounce this person as a whole?
Yes, will you denounce his existence on the platform?
Okay, no.
Good job, Sid Man. I was just kidding. You're still a liar.
Okay, like at that time, like I was clocking in at around 700 hours on the clock, and I was very mentally unwell. So I was a very weed dependent. But I have, like,
You know, the thing is, Eden, why don't you stand in your own fucking two? Just fucking fight with me. We go back and forth. It's okay. It's part of the whole drama thing. You have to pull shit behind the scenes. I mean, you're fucking pulling so much shit behind the scenes and trying to fucking nosy up to people to condemn me. I'm not doing any of that. I don't need to. I stand on my own too. You can't. That's why I think you're probably a lousy student. I think there's no chance you're 4.0. How about, I won't go to your graduation. Why don't you send me your grades?
have gotten better off the weed. No, for real.
Teddy. So whether or not you recall...
Here's another idiot, according to Jay's talk. Ed Queeman. This guy's a moron. People that succeed suck.
Reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall, I don't know, I may have been under the influence, I may have been baked, I may have been high. Does that work? Absolutely not.
Do you think that's a crazy? I mean, I'm not a lawyer. He is. That doesn't seem like a crazy statement to me. I was baked, Your Honor.
In this case,
what a moron! What an idiot! This guy doesn't know anything.
Your Honor.
He's and Hassan said he's banging little kids and he suggested that he's banging little kids in Asia.
He's a passport. Yeah, he's a passport bro or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Copyright is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability. Did you or did you not do it?
Hassan is seeing all of this, and instead of giving his arguments for why he thinks these people...
You can only sit there and go for so long and call people fucking stupid over and over again. People watch this and they see he's backing his stuff up. I'm sure there's mistakes, maybe even in here, but you sitting there saying he's stupid, hoping Chud basically lies and says and hints that he's compromised isn't going to work outside the circle. And it's not. It's not. Like, Aiden, do you really need to be spelled out why nobody's called me out? They see everybody sees what I'm doing. It's all in public.
People didn't break the law. He just says that all the lawyers that would agree with him are silent because this has to do with Israel-Palestine. He's turned it into such a meme, man.
Legal YouTubers and free speech people are extra quiet. No, I think there's some legal YouTubers.
Yeah, the ones that agree with me.
Who have covered it, but they're like pro Ethan. To cover this would mean talking on Israel-Palestine, which they are not equipped to do and want to fence it on. Exactly.
Palestine has nothing.
The lawyers aren't equipped? Is that what he just said? That's unbelievable. Good chap.
Pretty much. Tommy, don't you know you have to have 40 years knowledge of the Israel-Palestine conflict in order to judge a case about fair use in the United States.
I know.
Because they got mad that
this
Ethan
is what
Klein
Hassan
made a
does.
video on Hassan Piker.
He makes people feel that it makes people on the left that have accomplished nothing feel smart. That's what he does. That's his whole job. Chud does that to some extent too.
Nothing to do with this. This case is on copyright. They aren't pro Ethan. They just think Ethan has a strong case given the law and the evidence.
Emotional arguments, claims of bias, claims that we don't know enough about Israel and Palestine. That has nothing to do with this lawsuit. This lawsuit has nothing to do with any political element. It has to do with copyright. And we're going to keep it educational and objective on this channel.
Hassan doesn't actually try and give an argument for why these people are innocent. Instead, he does the classic Hassan and just defames the lawyer.
Something so funny about people being like, dog, have you seen the legal mindset video about you? Dude, if I were to cover every Rumble lawyer, fake lawyer that actually is like a fucking right-wing freak that spends most of their time talking about like trans people, I would lose my mind. I would have no time to cover anything else. But I'm not going to pay any mind or any attention to some fucking psychotic MAGA lawyer, not a real lawyer.
None of this is actually true. He's just making it up because the lawyer disagrees with him. Just another day of Hassan going live.
Now, you can almost see the gears turning in Hassan's head when he was saying that.
Yeah, no, he's just coming up with something.
A fake lawyer is interesting, and I want to throw out here that that's possibly
you have to have support to be able to do that.
The most defamatory thing. Now, I want to give Mr. Piker some credit here because perhaps he knows nothing about me or knows nothing about the law. Well, clearly he knows nothing about the law, but an attorney has to be licensed to practice in their state. I'm licensed to practice in the state of Florida. So I am both a lawyer and an attorney above that. So there you go, Mr. Piker. That's a language. So that statement is indeed false, right? That I am a quote unquote fake lawyer because I indeed possess a law degree from the University of Florida. So that statement in the future would be defamatory. I keep politics out of my streams, and it's particularly over the last year, definitely last 6 months and a year, I have endeavored to keep my streams as objective.
Keep your politics out of stream. Make sure right wing.
Active and educational, and make it.
I don't know if I believe that, by the way. He is a lawyer.
A environment where everybody is welcome. Even people who like Hassan Piker are welcome in my chat, so long as they are civil, so long as they keep the conversation from violating the terms of service of the platform.
Nah, he'd rather just slander you so he doesn't have to engage. What's funny is Hassan has been calling Ethan a vexatious litigant. Which,
by the way, put one in the chat for Simp Man. You guys, even guys on my side in the chat, you guys gave him a hard time. One in the chat for the Simp Man. He got it done.
Which means the lawsuits have no merit.
Because the legal system is...
What?
I just wanted to... Are we taking callers tonight? Because I've got some people who want to call in. So.
I don't know. Don't want to keep it. I don't know. Maybe. Good chance. Okay. Maybe no chance.
Okay.
Good chance, but maybe no chance. I'll pull a chat on this one.
Because the legal system is fundamentally broken. If you have a lot of money, you can do this kind of thing. When you're depraved and you're manic and you're an insane person and you don't care about like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds, you can...
The best reason never to screw with a guy and lie about him and say he's pro-genocide. People with money, that's a bad idea. You better have your shit to fucking together. Because your hyperbole is going to not be looked at as hyperbole in court. It's going to be literal. It's going to be taken literally.
Can be a vexatious litigant.
But at the same time, he's on stream admitting that he doesn't understand the basis of the lawsuit.
I saw a lawyer that say he has a good chance because all three...
So, for anybody who thinks I'm wrong about the circle and them setting the table for Chud, do you believe me now after being in my chat?
They're streaming it to have a place for people to watch it without supporting Ethan. Did they?
Yes, you window licker. This is so on brand for Hassan. Baselessly discredits every expert who disagrees with him and then talks super confidently on something he knows nothing about and just hopes the viewers will believe him. Now let's cut back to Casey Tron.
90% of YouTubers, in fairness.
All the memes and laughing would stop the day she got served.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna cry.
We're fighting
because
for you,
I'm like
Casey,
upset.
except
People are
we
gonna
love
be
you,
like,
Casey,
oh, she's like
except we're fighting for you, Casey, except we love you, Casey, except we're fighting for you, Casey.
There is years of dialogue surrounding React content and how to do it ethically. You ignored it, and now you're here.
I got served.
Like cat hair on there. Do I have that one? Do I have cat hair on mine? Yeah, I think I have one or two actually. Fucking cat! I swear to God, doesn't look as bad as hers though. She probably has 30 fucking cats.
My dad answered the door. The next thing I know, my dad comes in and he's like crying. You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry.
Aiden, relax, calm down, take a chill pill, take one of your many fucking pills. If I'm wrong, you've got nothing to worry about.
Like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it.
I actually started feeling bad for Casey here, but instead of trying to work something out with Ethan, she just starts calling him a misogynist.
You guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit, you know? Like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community. I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air, you know, somebody who people can watch to escape and get away from it all.
Then make your own content. Nobody's stopping you.
If I had been given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not because I'm not a fucking man. And that's just the fucking truth.
The only reason you have any fans at all is you used to be good looking and you had a nice set of tits. That's it.
And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she goes again, claiming sexism. Like, then what the fuck else is it?
Maybe it's your charming personality.
Though I get emotional whenever I think about it. I love gay people so much. I do. I love gay people so much. I love women so much. I do. I love gay people so much. Sorry. I'm like, it's not a joke. I do. Like, I wouldn't be like who I am without you guys. And like I said, this is nothing against the straights. This is nothing against, I'm a straight too. But you know, like being a woman on Twitch fucking sucks.
What the hell is she on about?
Is she like a millionaire?
It's not lost on me that Ethan Klein is motivated to pursue these lawsuits.
Yeah, not anymore.
She's dead broke. According to her, she's dead broke.
Who knows?
For more than just copyright reasons. Part of it is because these people are constantly lying about him.
I smoked all the money.
Do you think immediately pushing the lie that Ethan hates women is going to make her case easier?
My other hope.
He did it again. He does it he cannot say woman plural. I do not understand it. Why can't he? Willie cannot say women. He's incapable of saying women. How many streams have we done, Jeannie? It has been going on for years, longer than Jeannie's been here.
Yeah.
Longer than he's been here. It's truly amazing. He always used the singular word. It's so weird.
Hope is just like, we need the girls. We need the girls and the gays. Like I said, like I have just been like, and this isn't anything against the straight men. Like any of the good straight men know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like J Stock. He's a good straight man. Right, Jeannie?
Oh, very good.
I like to take a poll of all the women. How many single guys did they ever have to fly out to meet?
But I think to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, there's a lot of bad ones. I'm sorry to inform you. There's some bad ones. But to any of the straight men that are one of the good ones, they get what I'm saying too, I think. But I've just been so passionate about making a space for women and LGBTQ people on Twitch for years because it's hard to be seen as a human whenever you're a woman.
Is she drunk? This isn't about copy.
Well, if she got BPD, I know a guy for her.
Right? This is about invoking incel support. As someone who has been a target of incel harassment for a lot of years, there's a lot of them and few who speak up against it. Men who delight.
She probably got famous off of incels, right? And why do all these titty streamers?
It's all the same.
Yeah, why do all these titty streamers think they're like political minds after a while? It's really funny.
And humiliating women for clicks. I am so tired of being a target of this. This is now the new propaganda script, so everyone just hops on board immediately. Taylor Lorenz tweets, I hope people can join me in donating to Casey Tron's fundraiser to cover the legal burden she's suffering from being targeted in Ethan Klein's misogynistic hate campaign. Anissa replies, we can do this together. What's crazy is Hassan won't openly back their lawsuits. He's hinting that he'll donate, but still leaving the possibility open that he'll do nothing.
I go through this back and forth where I'm like, should I not cover this at all? But also because I know that's what he wants ultimately. He wants attention. He's like a fucking petulant child. A pathetic...
Doesn't he get more streamer? Like, he gets more views than him, right?
Cry bully. a permanent victim, right? But also at the same time, it's like I don't know. I mean, this is.
I love when they're up against the wall. They use like right wing language, like cry bully, your attention getting. They do all the same shit. You're obsessed with me, the whole nine.
I feel like if I don't
nothing, yeah, it really is.
Don't give any attention to this with my platform, it's like then I feel like I'm leaving these people defenseless.
You are.
He's also admitted multiple times he wants to hurt you financially through them, as if you were their legal guardian. No, I know. That's why he keeps saying like, oh, socialist, why won't he give these guys money?
Yeah, why won't you? Sorry, Denims, can't give you money. That would be exactly what Ethan Klein would want.
Trust me, if I offer support, you won't know about it. Okay? Beyond what I've done thus far.
Which is only verbal support at the moment. Bruh, Denims is posting about how she's getting sued, so she needs to slut it up on her OnlyFans. She chose to pose with a page from the lawsuit that has Hitler and Himmler on it. I get that her doing it is supposed to be like, look how absurd this lawsuit is, but then again, she's posing naked with Hitler. You sure showed him, Denims. I'm sure her lawyer loves this, but then again, I'm not convinced she has one yet. I don't get why
they seem to think that picture is going to get them out. I think it's just going to be ignored by the judge. I think it's just like the judge is not going to care about Palestine. They're not going to care about how petty Ethan is. They're not going to care about misogyny. They're not going to care about anything. They're going to take a look at the evidence and see if it violates the law, and that's it. All this
that's
stuff
if it goes to court,
and that's if it goes to court. That's a big if. It really just depends on how. I mean, that's another thing that those two morons don't even like to mention. He is completely within his legal rights to do this. I don't know if it'll have a bad impact down the road on reaction content. It very much could. But he is within his legal right. I mean, they act like he's doing something criminal.
Hassan won't just...
You could sue anybody for anything in the States. It might not go anywhere, but you could sue anybody for anything. And only recently are we starting to see, we don't have loser pays. They do have the SLAPP law, and that's just in California, right? How many other states have SLAPP laws?
So.
That's the closest thing they have to loser pays in the States, which is a great idea, by the way.
Publicly fund them. Won't that make him look good to his audience? Standing up to Ethan? Is socialist Hassan Pike...
What's that?
35 states have it.
Really? Well, that's great news.
Really that greedy? Believe it or not, Frogan's the only one who hasn't said anything stupid. She's announced her GoFundMe, took down her reaction, and shut up. She's the smartest person here.
I want you guys to know something. I win. You lose. You lose everything. You came and you swung at the king. And you know what they say when you swing at the king? You best not miss. I'm not done. I'll never be done. I will never be done with you.
See, this is what you're talking about. He's going to follow through, right, Agent?
I'm done being nice to Ethan. Yeah. I gave it a chance.
Ian, just sit in the corner and watch. That's your specialty. But there's one guy who's such a scumbag, he makes all of these people look like angels.
Really sucked for you.
Here's another guy that Hassan supports. Oh, didn't they all watch his video?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can even talk about it yet. He did something to a friend of mine over here in Europe. This guy. I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but yeah, he did. This guy is berserk. Yeah, but Ethan's wrong for suing these people and trying to get like a little bit of justice after he's been called a genocide supporter. Get the fuck out of here. He can do whatever the fuck he likes.
Disappointed. The betrayal of one of your closest long-term friends.
I mean, he's someone who was backed into a corner. I feel like he knows deep down that he can't, he's defending something that is indefensible. And when you're in that situation...
Oh, there he is with his son.
You scream victim, and that's what he's been doing. Even if the CPS call did happen, like creating a victim narrative out of that is insane. It's just like a little checkup on your kids for a day or two. Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
This guy's such a piece of shit.
Here's Bad Empanada once again. Who posted a story saying, I'm the one who called CPS on Ethan Klein. I want CPS to take his kids away because they are seriously in danger.
We all know Bad Empanada has been encouraging fake CPS calls and downplaying them as not real means of harassment. Ethan had a child bride on talking about how her abuser harassed her for years with fake CPS calls after she finally found the courage to run away with her kids.
I got a restraining order, and even though I had a restraining order, he wanted to sabotage my life. So he would make continuous CPS calls against me, and I would have to be investigated. So that's completely why I sympathize with you and Gila, because why the hell are people making CPS calls to good parents when we're trying our best to take care of our kids. It's not easy. CPS is not easy. They make it very difficult, even if you have a
This is so funny that these people say, oh, come on, it's just CPS. Oh, they're not going to take your kids, so it doesn't matter. That won't motivate them to sue you.
They're too young. They don't form memories at that age.
Yeah, I know. That was another good one. They're saying this guy's like not in the right to do something about it. This is the only means he has, the only legal means he has.
restraining order against your abuser.
Now, I've talked about the CPS stuff a lot, so I'm going to shift focus to the other stuff Bad Empanada does, all in the name of fighting Zionists. Now, to quantify what a Zionist is, Ryan Beard simply comments in Ethan's chat. Well, now he's an evil Zionist, according to Bad Empanada.
I think he's also in Ethan Klein's chat. I've seen him kind of doing stuff like...
He's dressed like a maid. Okay.
Being like...
Okay, so he's just a Zionist then. There's no way that someone can be an Ethan Klein chat like that unless they're just a Zionist.
Bad Empanada is going on shows saying that everyone living in Israel deserves the wall.
Why did I call you anti-Semitic?
You quoted her calling me anti-Semitic.
Wasn't it because...
And her evidence for me being anti-Semitic was me quoting her. Literally,
listen, don't worry, okay? If I ever call you anti-Semitic, it's because you say things like responding to someone who says, I was born in Israel and never left, what should be done to me? And you respond with wall. Colonizers get the wall.
Yeah, and
I think that sounds anti-Semitic to me. Yeah.
That guy is how is that anti-Semitic in the first place? For one, are settler colonialists automatically is colonizer?
Do you think everyone who was born in Israel is a settler colonialist?
How is it anti-Semitic? I just want to line
everyone
all
who
the
was
Jews
born in
up
I
against
just
the wall and shoot them.
you by the wall.
Israel as part of the settler colonial Israeli state and its ethno nationalist project is obviously a settler colonial.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Chud Logic Bad Empanada stream.
Just casually advocating that everyone there should die. And if you ever disagree with Bad Empanada, he escalates. He docks Lonerbox saying the resistance is coming. He's threatening another person in DMs with their docs. And then when bragged in his Discord about it, spreading it farther, saying lol, banned for posting socked on left's racism screenshots. No, I actually think it's because you posted his full name, which you're doing again in your Discord right now. This guy says he doesn't support Palestine. Bad Empanada posts the city he lives in. It's unhinged, but it gets worse. Lonerbox and Destiny were interviewing Palestinians in the West Bank. So Bad Empanada calls for the Palestinian militia group Lion's Den to go kill them. Lion's Den, where are you? There are targets for an operation at your doorstep. Please.
You know, I do think that Hassan's got some kind of responsibility, not necessarily for talking to him, but saying that he's, I mean, to sit there and say, yeah, he does a lot of bad stuff, but he's a really good researcher, which is starting to become a common trope in commentary.
And
in
that
general.
good of a researcher.
Yeah,
he makes up a lot of the
he makes up a lot of shit. Yeah, well, he says a lot of things I like to regurgitate.
These resistance, they're right there. No one would even know. He made up that Lonerbox's dad was part of a militia group that killed a bunch of Lebanese civilians.
His father was a member of a Falangist militia, which were fascist troops who were pro-Israel and would massacre Palestine.
This guy is the craziest leftist we have ever seen. I mean, this guy gives all of Ethan Ralph's guys at their height a run for their money.
Palestinian refugees in Lebanon. So remember that.
I asked Lonerbox about this and he said absolutely not. All my aunts and uncles left during the Civil War because it was a civil war. But that didn't stop Bad Empanada from spreading this lie. He tweeted from one of his many alt accounts because he's always getting banned. This man's seething hatred for Palestinians makes more sense when you realize his dad
PTS ghost hunting U.S. veterans. Nice.
It was a fascist Falange militia member who massacred them. I asked Lonerbox about this too and he said yes, that's very fake. People are asking Bad Empanada, how do you know his father's background? And Bad Empanada has no answer, posts no evidence. He says Zionist anywhere or combatants. And we've determined that a Zionist to this guy is anyone who types in Ethan's chat. He docs Bosch's full name and address in his Discord, tweeted out that Israelis should be doxxed. But Bad Empanada doesn't stop at being a doxer and harasser. He also files some of the dumbest DMCA takedowns. He made a video titled, "This YouTuber Reviews Rapes," referring to
He does. It's
Nicholas
true. All right, he finally got something right.
In the video, does Bad Empanada find a single time where Nick reviews rape? No, of course not, because it doesn't exist. It's a meme title, but Bad Empanada is gonna act like it's real anyway.
Have you guys ever heard of a show called The Ultimate Rape Review?
Yes.
It's a show in which the hosts review the latest rapes.
This should be a soundbite. It's a show.
Let me show you the intro. This is the intro to The Ultimate Rape Review.
What I showed you is pretty much exactly what Nick posted to Twitter. The majority of Nick's tweets showed Bad Empanada sitting in silence watching Nick's intro, yet Bad Empanada decided to strike Nick's tweet anyway.
He filed 3 DMCAs on me for responding to parts of his video. The first 30 seconds is what I posted.
Yeah. I'm totally like, Ethan's crazy. He's out of his fucking mind. He's nuts.
Dude, Ethan's a lunatic.
He's a lunatic. He's a lunatic for wanting to do something about these people. What a nut job. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. If they were said, like, here's another thing too that I don't think anybody's considering. If this shit was happening to you, you might not give a fuck about fair use. Now, I hope he does. And I do believe him that he's not trying to change anything, but I also believe he doesn't realize just because you don't want to doesn't mean it won't happen.
To Twitter. So if you go to his YouTube channel right now and you click on this video and watch the first fucking 39-40 seconds about, it's just him silently reacting to my Ultimate Rape Review intro. He says at the beginning something like, Nicholas...
Bad Empanada's on the lam from all the reports I get. He is on the lam, moving all over the world.
No one actually knows where he's at.
He's on the lam. So, and how do you think I know that?
Oreo hosts a show called Ultimate Rape Review, and he just sits silently watching my content, and then he struck it. This clip right here was like I think it was like 32 seconds or something. Shortly after that, he lied to everybody saying that I was trying to hide it, so you actually had to search. The guy didn't even do any research.
Bad Empanada wrote, I'll be copyright striking anyone who uses my content without making it sufficiently transformative, who expressed support for Ethan Klein's false copy.
It's not transformative if he's expressed support for Ethan Klein. Okay.
Right campaign. But it doesn't stop there. Bad Empanada tried to hire a law firm to intimidate Drew Pavlo. Drew's lawyer just wrote a letter documenting what Bad Empanada did.
Of course it's unconfirmed, dickers. I didn't confirm it, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ, you're gonna pass out with that really Mr. Rogers looking sweater you wear. Jesus.
And they dropped them as a client. This was all documented in a blog that Drew Pavlo released. I actually interviewed Drew about Bad Empanada, and he graced us with some extra details.
Should I confirm it?
No.
I'm not confirming it. No, I'm not confirming it, but I know there's a lawyer looking for him. That I know, and it has nothing to do with what Willie covers here. It's a separate thing. But I'm waiting for all that. I'm waiting for something to get out because I don't want to screw up this guy's lawsuit or whatever the hell he's doing.
Specifics, did he go ahead and what did he do? Did he post your name somewhere or address or
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
Posted my address, posted my phone number as well. I had dozens of calls with death threats from all around the world because of that. He made fake images calling me a pedophile and a rapist. He literally invented a full-blown rape allegation against me. He called...
I think the Chud Circle is going to fit right in with this crowd. I think they're going to fit right in. I absolutely... No wonder they all want to go over and support Hassan. This is perfect.
Calls me a far-right ultra-Zionist or something like that.
Yeah, I think he calls everybody that.
When he went after me, he was going after someone... I'm Greek-Australian like he's a Greek-Australian. And I can be just as fucking tough and fucking insane as he can be. So,
it's in your blood is what you're saying.
Literally in my blood. So like what he did is he found some random like suburban Better Call Saul type law firm in Australia. And this is the thing with Bad Empanada. He actually has no money. He's not very wealthy, I don't think. So he finds law firms that are like no win, no fee. Like he goes to a law firm and he will
I bet he's getting money sent to him all the time. I'm sure of it. I don't think he's rich, but I think he's got plenty of support.
A deal where it's like he only pays them if he wins a lawsuit, right? And what he did to this law firm is he would have gone to them and he would have said, listen, this guy called me a pedo on the internet. And, you know, if you don't know anything about Bad Empanada at all, and you just think, oh, this guy's been, you know, called a pedophile, you probably think, oh, this is an open shut defamation case. And so they take it on as a no win, no fee matter. One of the other things that made Bad Empanada really unlucky in going after me is I work for one of the best lawyers in Australia. I work for this man named Tony Morris.
This cracked me up when reading your article.
This is a guy who's like he represented like Noel Gallagher from Oasis. He represented multiple Australian prime ministers in court. This is a guy who, in an ordinary day-to-day court matter, he would be charging like $10,000 a day. And because he's like sort of like my second dad. Like he's like we've got a great relationship. He's like, you know, I tutor his kids. I look after his dogs. You know, like he wrote this legal letter. Pro bono.
Wrong guy.
He just went through everything Bad Empanada said in that letter. Now, the whole purpose of a defamation lawsuit, right, is to try and protect your reputation. So, to be able to sue somebody for defaming your reputation, you actually have to have a good reputation that is capable of being done. And essentially, essentially our ingenious argument that me and Tony Morris like were brainstorming and we worked up together is this guy literally has no reputation that is capable of being defamed. If you're somebody who literally has spent years on the internet advocating genocide, mass murder, terrorist attacks, rape, murder, child abuse even, also just doxed all these people, sent death threats to all these people, you can't then go forward and just be like, oh, this guy called me a bad...
There's nothing worse you could say about him that he hasn't already done.
Yeah, literally, right? Like,
Drew was telling stories about how a fan who made edits for him was getting calls from Bad Empanada while he was working at McDonald's. Now, to be clear, I have no way to confirm if this allegation is real, but after seeing everything else, I'm not gonna exactly write it off.
Multiple close family members of mine were doxxed by Bad Empanada.
And your family has nothing to do with any of your political activism, right? It's just...
Yeah, literally nothing. Like, literally no politics at all, nothing. For example, there was this one young guy who was making video edits for me. He used to live in Darwin. And Bad Empanada somehow found out that this guy used to work at McDonald's. And there's only a couple McDonald's in Darwin because it's a really small town. And he literally called up like all...
This is amazing.
3 or 4 McDonald's in the town of Darwin trying to get this guy fired, trying to say he's a pedophile over the phone to his boss.
Yeah, what a freak.
Yeah, just craziness, right? Like, this was like a random like 19-year-old guy. My only connection with this guy was he made like 2-3 video edits for me, and he saw this guy on my Twitter, and yeah, decided like he's going to call up this guy's. He thought that he could find the guy's workplace. He wasn't even working at McDonald's by the time he did this, but he was just calling up all these McDonald's across Darwin, trying to get this guy fired, trying to tell his employees that he was.
From what I understand, from all the stuff I know behind the scenes or whatever you nomenclature you want to call it, is that's what he's doing. He's just like everybody that crosses him, that's seen as a threat to the Palestinian cause, is attacked in one way or another. And we're talking everybody. So I know 2 people now that have gotten in his way, like personally. It's too funny.
A pedophile and a rapist and stuff. Like, this guy's really sick.
And Empanada has also said this on live stream when referring to how other people treat him.
Don't get involved until you...
Why does nobody fucking use, like, I ask you guys to fucking ban these fuckers that say they're born. They could say whatever they want, but if they're bored, they're
just said that.
Could you please? I mean, I've said it before. For fuck's sake, the guy's been bored for an hour. How long? The guy's been on board for an hour and a half. Yeah, like total ban. Hide user from channel. Bye. Not delete the message. Just throw him the fuck out. Very simple. Very simple. The guy's dropping the ball.
To politics unless you're prepared for people to like start accusing you of pedophilia randomly, because that's what happens when you are anti-Israel. Remember that.
Now, dude, I sympathize with you if that's true, but you literally make up stuff about everybody. You have 0 principles. I did find an interaction where a guy named Shark was seemingly spreading unsubstantiated allegations that Bad Empanada had SA charges against him while posting no evidence of it. In response, Bad Empanada fabricated a tweet of Shark admitting to being a sex offender. Bad Empanada's own viewer asked, "Is this real?" And Bad Empanada lies 100% real. Spread it now. Bad Empanada then fabricates a second tweet about how this guy likes CP. You two should get married. You deserve each other. Both these people...
Absolutely a great place for Chud's orbiters. This is the perfect place to go. Absolutely.
People suck.
Amazing thing is the maliciousness with which he acts. So, for example, he's gone around saying, Drew Pavlu doxed me, Drew Pavlu shared my real name, and that's how Ethan Klein got the name, and blah, blah, blah. Dude, he used his own Facebook name with his real name to actually just start targeting my family members. So like my mom, my family members were getting messages from him on Facebook, threatening other people the way he threatened me. I just want other people to have the peace of mind that I had. I was the most lucky guy in the world, right? I was the luckiest guy in the world because he went after me not knowing that like my second dad is like one of the best lawyers in Australia, right? Adam Empanada has done this to so many people who don't have the resources to fight back. And I don't care about your politics, right? Go follow someone else who's anti-Zionist. Go follow someone else who's pro-Palestine. Just don't back this guy who is literally has the mindset of a terrorist, and the way he goes after people is literally the same way he goes after, it's the same way that...
Like a communist does? My dad told me in the 60s, he was like, the loving, peace-loving hippies, another movement they co-opted. We're going to get guys like you after the revolution. And that never came, of course.
A psychopath treats people. That's even what I'd say to Hassan Piker, right? Like, even if you like that he's like pro-Palestine or whatever, like, man, literally have a fucking soul for us for once, and like, just recognize, like, even if you were to politically align, just even on personal grounds, you should just keep clear of this guy. It's crazy that they're now backing him.
I don't really care if people watch Bad Empanada or not. They could do what they want. I just feel like it was important to document some of my findings in a video. This guy is unhinged. Drew, where can people find you?
Just my name, Drew Pavlu. I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube as well. I'd encourage people to go to my YouTube because I'm really just trying to start out as a streamer and sort of do YouTube content too. And by the time this goes out, I'll probably have my YouTube video out on my whole legal battle with Bad Empanada.
And there it is. So if you want more details, go check that out. I want to wrap up this video by saying I know we're talking about the victims of Ethan Klein, but really these people are just victims of their own stupidity. Whether it's gleefully bragging about breaking copyright law or promoting one of the most deplorable doxers on the internet, these people always find a way to be horrible. Their brand at this point is lying. Well, now some of them are in court. Good luck lying to a judge. I also want to thank Bad Empanada for getting me to talk so much about doxing. It reminds me to tell you to sign up for Aura, code WillyMac, protect yourself online. And remember to subscribe to the channel. And shout out to the homies over on Patreon, Crimson Glass, River,
the mega homies,
Drinkobex, Necro Valley, The Confusing Opinion, Eddie Bizzle, Tiz McFitz, Christopher H, Sennial Music, Lucas If, ET Automatic, Snoopy Poop Doop 2, Amur MLB, Rudy Boo, Drew is Sharing, Clown Factory, Monkey D. Luke, Shura, Mustard Shirt Guy, Tiffany 2 Trill, and the mega homies, Hellison, IGP, Your Taxi, Cyber Katie, Lore Reloaded, Papa Gut, Caden Lulin, BA Subway, Hawk and Load, Kitty Cat, Terox Fander, John Manfredo, Lucas and Katie Hawk.
And the mega homies. So what do you think?
It's good.
I don't know. Movie, yo.
It's a good recap of this year in drama. Nothing else has happened.
It's really tough for me to, like, I don't know, think he's a bad guy in this situation.